Greetings, Internet. Today I've got a very interesting topic for you. Can you be addicted to pornography? And this comes from a similar video done by the always lovely Lacey Green, who I have a huge amount of respect for. And here's the thing. I watched her video and thought, I have a degree in psychology. I should be able to explain this a little more simply than she did. So Lacey, if you do happen to watch this, great job, but the simplest way to explain this is thus. There are two forms of addiction. One, there is physical addiction, which is when you are addicted to a chemical. Crack cocaine, put it in your body gets used to it, you stop putting it in your body, you go through withdrawal pain. That's physical addiction. Then there's emotional addiction. You can become emotionally addicted to anything. That includes pornography. What this is basically you kind of get addicted to the chemicals in your brain that happen when you do a certain thing. Now, this means that when you're deprived of that thing, you experience a heavy level of distress. You may seek that thing out, even at the cost of your own health, your relationships, or your freedom. People can have this kind of addiction towards pornography, marijuana. There was even a person that died because he was addicted to carrot juice. So yeah, you can become addicted to pornography. But here's the thing to understand. Almost all addiction, be it to a chemical or to anything at all, tends to have a mental underlying factor. If you've suffered child abuse, you're more likely to become addicted. Not to pornography, but to things in general. That's just life. And, well, again, setting aside the moral concept of pornography, here's a thing that we understand very interestingly about the brain is we have what are called mirror neurons. So when you watch another human being eat, there is a part of you that is kind of eating too. There is a part of your brain that is doing exactly what that person is doing. So when you see another human being have sex, like in pornography, there's kind of a part of you that's having sex too. And every time you see that, the part of your brain, it gets stronger. Like if you're working out. If I work out this arm gets bigger, right? Same thing with your brain, actually. So the more you expose yourself to pornography, the stronger those parts of the brain get. So, yeah, you can become addicted to pornography, but not all of the problem comes from addiction. I knew a fellow who couldn't get his business started unless he was watching lesbian pornography. This was not addiction. He'd be sitting there, his wife would want to get intimate, so he'd go and he'd watch lesbian pornography to start things off, and sometimes he would finish with the lesbian pornography, which was the problem. But this is not addiction, this is simply dysfunction. Because if you then deprived him of this lesbian pornography, it doesn't mean he suddenly feels a lot of distress, he just simply can't be aroused without it. Sexually dysfunctional. And that comes from this part of his brain associating two women with sexuality. It's too much of an association. So, the best way to deal with that, of course, is to seek a counselor, but, I mean, it's really simple. You have to wean yourself off of it. To put things simply, you can become addicted to anything. So just remember that whether it's soda pop, carrot juice, or pornography, consume responsibly. Anyway, that's my 50 cents on the subject. I'd like to hear your thoughts. I'm Richard.